Hi friends, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to welcome you to my Thursday evening live. It is just after 6. I was running just a smidge behind. Please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to hear where my viewers are in the world. I'm just going to adjust some lighting here. If you are watching the replay, you could be watching it on YouTube. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button below, as well as that notification bell, so you don't miss any future videos from me. Oh, I know what the problem is. I forgot to turn on the light. Hold one moment. There we go. Does that help? There, I think that's a little brighter. Okay, so Terrific Toadstools. I have had this for quite some time. Hello, Amy. Hello, Marina. Stormy Oakville for you, Amy. Yeah, it's been pouring on and off all day today. It's been crazy. 1 minute it's fine, and then the next minute it unleashes. So, yeah, I have had this stamp set for quite some time, and it literally just saw ink for the first time. This is available as a bundle. I might be a smidge close tonight, but we're just going to go with it. So, I did not use the punch for tonight. I fussy cut. So yes, all right, so I'm also using, my sentiment is from the, hello Anne, from the Textured Notes. This is online. This is carrying over, and I pulled in some of the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. These lovelies are carrying over. So this, the Textured Notes, this is available. Oh, I forgot to turn my ringer off. Hold, there we go. This is available as a bundle. You can find it online. I used the dies. I used both the sentiment and the dies from this, and then I'm saving the new for last. The exposed brick 3D embossing folder. I've already embossed to save some time. And some brand new paper. This is the beautiful Gallery 6x6 Designer Series paper. It is stunning. Now this is part of a big suite. The only part of the suite that I got was this paper. Was following my budget, so but I love the paper. So let's show you what we are going to do. But first, all of the stamps, all of the cards that I've seen online, let me get that in, used either the pastels or the brights. I want it to be a little different, so I pulled in some pretty peacock and Lost Lagoon, and my stems are gray granite, and so here you see my little pearls. So a completely different look from what you see in the catalog. And then of course on the inside I've stamped there. I love how it turned out. So look at this paper. Isn't that just gorgeous? So here it is here. Love these dies. Look at the back of this paper. Remember, there's always an A and a B. Thanks, Amy. I had this thought in my head, and I was so glad that it turned out and didn't end up in the wastebasket. So I've already embossed here. So let's move this to the side, and let's bring in hour, I want to get, that's for a sentiment. I want to get my stamping done. Now, my pretty peacock, oh my gosh, it needs to be re-inked. Oh, there's goobers all over that. My daughter's cats are constantly in here, and there's just cat hair everywhere. Let's try that one more time. Let's just wipe it and then see if we can't get a... Nope, I'm still going to get those little bits. I like the first one better. So we're going with that. Now, pretty peacock. Hopefully I can get a good stamped image because I need to re-ink it. And I could not find my ink refill bottle anywhere. So when I go to place my order on May the 6th, yeah, not too bad, pretty good. I used a spoon, excuse me, I used a spoon to kind of smush that ink around so that it kind of moved to the center where you tend to have the, you always seem to go right to the center to stamp to get that ink. So I just took and I used my spoon and I pushed that ink from the sides into the center so that I would get a better, and then let's try and get as much off of there as possible to get a better inked image. So if you are getting low on your ink and you can't seem to find your ink pad, your ink refill, or you forgot to order one, try that trick by moving your ink around. Okay, and I recently re-inked this, my gray granite, so it is very juicy. Okay, I'm going to stamp a second one of these to show you. Let's go here. What the punch does, why I didn't use it. Okay, we're going to set that aside for a second. Okay, so I am stamping directly on my designer series paper. So we're going to, oops, I don't need this. Okay. I have no idea what happened to my I was holding my breath. I don't know what happened to my Pretty Peacock ink refill bottle because I always order them. So I don't know where it is, which is a pain in the patootie. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. Bring this back in. Let's stamp. Make sure that this is the right piece. Yes. So we are going to just do the gray granite, and you'll see I'm just kind of coming on an angle here. So what I did is I started here, coming off slightly. Then I brought the next one down a little lower. And then before I do the third one, because I want to make sure that I'm not these little cute mushroom caps. Oh, see? They're not super fantastic. Okay, that one was better than the first one. So now I'm going to take and have it so that it's kind of coming like that. And, oh shoot, I just put that in. Close up the other ink pad. We don't want gray granite mushroom caps. So yes, I'm inking up all three, but there. And so there we have our fun inside piece. Okay. Close that. Bring that back in. Get that out of the way. Now for some fussy cutting. So I'm going to just cut these out because I want to show you the difference as to why all right. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take, and you can see the size of, whoop, too high, the mushroom cap, and I'm going to pull it in and line it up so that we've got see how much is still on there. See if I do this. Can you see it better? You can see that it cuts, doesn't leave a border, it cuts it right out. And if I lay that on top of here, you can see how much tinier it is. It's quite tiny. So, and then let's do the same thing with the stem. The stem is really skinny. So that would be fine if you were just doing cardstock. That's two. If you were doing the cardstock, I think, but I think for the stamped image, I wanted a larger mushroom. All right, so now you can see the size difference. So that is why I fussy cut. Nothing wrong with it, but I just wanted a bit bigger of that image instead of teeny tiny. Okay, snips. So I'm leaving just a little border around. So we have been told, let's bring you in a smidge tighter, that there is a new starter kit promotions beginning on May 6th, running the entire month. And it is going to be, like right now, if you were to join the Stampin' Up! Family here in Canada, you pay $135 and you choose $165 worth of products. That is the standard everyday joining offer. But they like to run promotions so that you get even more bang for your buck. And during the month of May, not until May 6th. So if you're thinking, wait a few more days, because I always want you to get the best deal going. So starting May 6th, you pay $135, but you choose $220 worth of products. There is no shipping ever charged to the starter kit. Oh, getting a little toasty here. Take off my cardigan. There's never any shipping charge to the starter kit. You get a complimentary paper pumpkin kit. I got too much cardstock on here. In it, which is fabulous as well. And I always say, go through the store and your catalog and always add the most expensive thing that is on your wish list. Write up a wish list and pick the most expensive thing that you've got written down there and put that as your first item for your starter kit, because you're not paying any shipping, and getting it for cheaper, that is always a awesome bonus. And then once you become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you get 20% off. That's what you start off with for all of your purchases, as long as you are an active demonstrator. You get to join a fabulous crafty community. You get to order products, see products before anybody else, before customers. We get our hot little hands on them. And we get the opportunity to do training and do events. If you're a demonstrator, tomorrow, May 2nd, is the last day to sign up for Creativity Now. I have registered my girls. I have registered. I've been having a get together with anybody that's local and has registered, and we craft together. But this year I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Whether I'll know in a few weeks whether or not I'm having a little social gathering or not. But the product is from the new holiday catalog that we get the opportunity to pre-order and play with well in advance. And it's this beautiful doves. All right, so there we have. See, it did not take me long at all to fussy cut those out. So let's bring in our silicone. Check for messages. You love the design of this card. Thank you, Marina. Yeah, I really wanted to step outside the box, so to speak, and do something different than what I've been seeing. So that's why I chose I wanted darker colors and make it look not quite so whimsical, I guess you could say. Okay, and we're just going to line that up in here. Now all of the measurements, as well as a full a list of all of the products that I use, can be found on my coordinating blog post, which will go live about 15 minutes after we're done here. I have to download this video, then upload it to YouTube, and then loaded onto my blog. So, all right. It's very humid in my house right now, so you can see my cardstock is very curled. So, hence a bit of the excessive glue on there. And I also have to tell you, this will be my last live for a few weeks. I've got some stuff going on that is going to prevent me from going live. I will be recording some content for you for the next couple weeks to keep you inspired. All right, so this is going to go over to the side. Like so, and kind of centered the top and the bottom. And this paper, the pattern on it is just amazing, I think. Perfect for that feel that I was going for. Okay, now we need to get some dimensionals. Actually, let's glue these first. Back up the bus. So I am going to, actually I'm going to trim the top down just a bit more on this one. So just coming in on the angle and coming around. And there. Just giving it a slight haircut. So I'm just adding a little dot of glue at the top right here where it's going to sit and be attached to the mushroom cap. And then let's do the same thing on this one. So those of you that are watching me right now, do you have this set? Is it on your wish list? I've seen a lot of really fun cards with it. Like I said, there are a lot of brights or pastels. And I wanted to be different. All right, grab my dimensionals. And I like to, just to secure, I like to add, and then because I've got both right here, I'm going to put one at the top. Yes, I've got a lot. I like my dimensionals. What can I say? There we go, and then, oh, I can't do the big. I'm going to, now before I put the next dimensional on, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to pay attention to, it's the left side that is going to overlap slightly, so I'm not going to put a dimensional there, so that means I can put one there, and there, and there. And then let's get you on here. Make sure I'm in a camera view. Okay, that is crooked. Let me just, there we go. I've been crooked the whole time. Oh my goodness. Marina, you don't have the mushrooms or that DSP. Oh, that DSP is so amazing, I think. I have another card that will be shared within the next little while. I'll record a video for it using that DSP, a different pattern, because it's just so lovely. Okay, so we're going to go up towards the top like so. And then because this is going to go this, I'm going to put, actually, I think I can get one more just like that, because I don't want a big space of unsupported mushroom there. And then I'm just going to give it a little dab of glue right at the edge. There we go. Peel that off of my finger. And we are going to go like so. There we go. So cute. So cute. And then I thought, let's do 5. Let's do 5 of these pearls. And I'm doing the dark ones. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5. If you're new to me, I like to add extra glue to be sure that it is, are these all the small? No. To be sure that it is not going anywhere. So this, is this one? Yes. No, it's not. I must have used all the others. So we're doing all the smalls here. So I'm not opening up another packet. Oh, come on. And there. Okay. Oh, and see, that's why I also don't like to use that. The blue, it leaves like a blue booger on it. That's what I call it anyway. All right, and that is it. There is here's my original and here's the one I just did with you. Super cute. I love the way it turned out. Sometimes when you're doing something in your head, it looks better than real. Sometimes, you get this idea and it just doesn't turn out, but this time it did. Like this paper is, all right, so let's pull this one out. So this is the front of it. And here is the back. It's like a canvas, but there's some gorgeous, gorgeous patterns in here. This one here would be great for masculine cards. Let's tuck you in here. I die cut a smaller one first and went, nope, that's not quite big enough. So that's the one die, but see, it's a little smaller. Ooh, doesn't that look good stacking them up? But this paper is so pretty. Let's pull out, look at that, with the boats. There's just great patterns in here. And then of course we have the beautiful flowers. This one here reminds me of a winter. Trees in the winter. Where's that one with the roses? Or, yeah, here, look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. So put this, if you like this, put this on your shopping list. The beautiful Gallery 6x6 designer series paper. This is in the annual catalog. That is going to be available to order from in 5 more days. Okay, so if nobody has any questions for me, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Remember, I will not be live again for a couple weeks. I do apologize, but I will have content on my YouTube channel for you to check out, as well as with coordinating blog posts. I always like to do that for you, unless it's like unless it is like the paper pumpkin kit, then I generally don't do a blog post for that. But speaking of paper pumpkin, you've got till the 10th to sign up for this month's paper pumpkin kit. It is this month is the Mountain Majesties. So this one here, more masculine Father's Day cards, layered mountain landscapes. 9 cards, 3 of each, 3 designs, 9 coordinating envelopes. Coordinating colors are basic black, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight. So it's a Misty Moonlight classic Stampin' Spot, I think. Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. So it's going to be lovely. And then, of course, the June is full of charm. And then if you are a subscriber, you can order the add-on dies. They are for subscribers only. All right, you guys, that is all for me. Thank you once again for joining me. Don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. It's how I reach more crafty friends, customers, and team members. And if you would like to talk about the Stampin' Up! Opportunity, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to have a chat with you. And we will see you soon. Bye for now.